Are you ready for it? Not sure I am. What a beautiful morning. It's just gone 6:15. Need to get myself ready. Big adventure today. This has got to be a first for us. We are never first off the campsite, are we?
No.
Always last. Just got to drop the tent. And then we're off. Up that big hill. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Pack of Jaffa cakes for breakfast. I've got sausage rolls on the move. Go on, I'll have one last go. Drumna jockey. If you want a bit more luxury, there's a hostel there and there's a tea room as well. Although a bit too early for us, I think. There's quite a bit going off down this end of town. Nessie land. The Loch Ness experience. Seems like if you want to bring a lot of tourism and people to your small little town, make up a monster. This is probably the closest we've been to Loch Ness. The actual loch itself. We did all that high route. Speaking of high routes, we've got to get over this lump now. Cheers, garçon. I feel like there's an excessive number of gates on this section. Everywhere you go, they've got different locks as well, haven't they? From a nice metal clasp to a bit of, I thought it was pink string. Trying to trick me. So there's lots of these along the way though, which is nice. Plenty of information about the route that you're going on. The history around it. So you can see the mighty ruins down there of what this castle used to be. Urquhart Castle. Let me zoom in. Just about see it there. It is a shame that that's the first time we've seen anything about it. I'm not walking back to have a look here.
No, not on this occasion.
But yeah, if you're in the area, looks like it's well worth checking out. So according to my hiker app, this is where the real climb starts. From the campsite we could see like what looked like a pathway through the trees. I think that's what we're going up now. Some of these woodlands are like fairy tale-y kind of things, Hansel and Gretel and Snow White, that kind of thing. That's what they seem like anyway, or feel like. Lovely woodlands, but these trees do obscure the view quite a bit. It's been a bit of a theme throughout most of the trail, to be honest. Lots of paths through steep-sided woodlands. Woody's bird app has been in its element. Full disclaimer, I've downloaded it now as well. We're just over halfway up that big lump on the end. Sort of, not levels off, but it's not as steep as the section we've just done anyway. To be fair, most of it is like these switchbacks, isn't it? It's the corners that are the steepest, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're sometimes going on like 45-degree angles on the corners, and then it sort of levels out a bit. This could just be a little lifesaver. Oh, a lovely little wild camping spot. You can see where people have used rocks for just pitching the tent. I'm going to plonk my backside down on there. There's a bit of a view. Don't worry, he's on his way. Oh. First sighting of Nessie. How's it going, son?
App.
Could do with a bench app, couldn't we? I just dropped lucky. How's your foot now?
Yeah, good. Just a bit of tape on it, so.
Breakfast of athletes, of through hikers. I hate that term. Just walking. We're just ramblers, aren't we?
As much as influencer.
Yeah, yeah. And content.
Content creator.
Look at that for content.
Can't believe I got down here.
You'll be glad in a second that you bought 2 cheese butties or whatever it was.
Wow, that was a pull.
I think we've brought it back, done the most of it.
Nice.
So according to legend, if you pick one of these dandelion flowers, blow it, make a wish, clarted in it. Oh, it's a load of bollocks. Don't work. Messner's and Mythbusters. Dandelions does not cure blisters. The Great Glen Way questionnaire. I'll tell you my final verdict at the end of the video. We're near the top. There's 2 or 3 spots where you can pitch a tent. So if you've got it in you to do a few extra miles and get up that hill, get it out of the way the day before, it's an option anyway. We mistook that little sign for viewpoint. It's warning us about ticks though, so watch out for overhanging grass. But there's another little nice bench. We're almost at the high point now. A little bit more ascent to do. It's probably the best view that we've had since we've been up here. Just a few trees that just add a little bit of a silhouette to the landscape. We're not stopping. Not here anyway. We've got probably another hour and a half before we stop again. Just while I'm here, it does look like you'll get a small tent in there. Just about. It's not perfect flat pitch, but you don't want to be rolling out your tent, that is for sure. It's a long way down there. Is that for real?
Yeah. That's your locking device.
Comedy.
Comedy.
Bushcraft. Bushcraft gate lock. Make sure you close it.
There you go.
Gaffer. I'm not sure what we've done, probably 5 or 6 miles today. And it's been quite nice, to be fair. the forest area was nicer than the other forest areas. You had little breaks in it. It seemed, like I said, more fairy tale-y. You've got areas like this, which is it's just a little bit different kind of scenery. And we've had a few glimpses of Loch Ness as well. And I've decided that it's Loch Ness itself that is the monster. So at some point we've been walking alongside it for 3 days. So it's a beast, probably about 28 miles long or something, and 1.5 miles wide at its widest. Don't know exactly, I'll put it on the screen, but it's a big old bathtub, and walking beside it you definitely appreciate that.
You are here.
Where?
Oh, down here.
Oh well, so we've come quite a ways. It's still going, look, still going. Off the page.
So that's the eco campsite and cafe, what we were talking about.
Okay.
So there's quite a bit to go in there.
Yeah.
Even to that.
I'm going to put it out there that I'm taking the low route on this bit. What do you think?
I'm alright with that.
It's shorter and it's less elevation. So you've got the choice if you want, and you're not getting mega views. You might get to see a black grouse. It's already a big day without having to go up even further. So we think that we've reached the car park area with a few facilities and what have you. You do have to keep an eye out for it though, or you'll walk past it. Benches to sit at. Somewhere to get head down if you want. Got to be desperate for that though. Be nice if you can get a coffee. They've got some compostable toilets. They're over there. If you've got some barbecue coals in your backpack, get the steaks on. Some buildings here. Oh, it's forest classroom. No coffees. The lady at the centre says there's a coffee shop about 1 kilometre down the road. Coffee shop about 1 kilometre that way apparently. Although there's a sign there that says West Highland Way, not West Highland Way, Great Glen Way. I'm losing the plot. Inverness, 17 kilometres. But before then, there's the Highland restaurant. Look at that for signage. Food. I just want coffee, to be honest with you.
I don't want
Not sure about that. I don't particularly want to go into that bit of woodland, but that's how to park your caravan. Getting closer. Either that or they're just messing with us. They've definitely gone to town with the signage. Just letting you know that it's up here somewhere. Although we've probably walked about 1 kilometre down this path. There must have been 15, 20 of these signs now. 100 yards off this little track. Passing place. Genius. I'm up for an extra 100 yards, you?
Yeah, why not?
Can even get your Christmas dinner here, look. Please come up to the house to order. Must get boggy around here as well. They've got a float. This has got to be the strangest eating establishment I've been to. And I've not eaten anything yet. It's crazy. But really cool as well. Abriachan restaurant. Still not there. You can't fault them for instructions anyway. Oh, you just have to go to the gate and order. I think I've seen this on Sam Cully's video. Then someone comes out and takes your order.
Can you show me coffee?
I think so.
Hello.
Hello, darlings. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
How about you?
Another beautiful day in paradise. It doesn't get any better than this.
How quirky is this place?
Well, that's one word to describe it.
It is though, isn't it?
There's so many different walks that come through our land, and we thought, right, we'll just do signs either side,
Beautiful.
and folk would have made their mind up whether they want vegan, vegetarian or meat.
Well, I made my mind up at the first sign.
Oh, did
Normally.
you?
Well, I'm not vegetarian or vegan, so it'll...
If you've got any allergies, intolerances or anything like that, we do alternatives.
Okay.
But if you're just intolerant, you can just leave now.
Hey, yeah, I like that attitude.
That's why the fence is here.
Yeah.
So I don't get a slap.
Okay. This is something else. Thank you.
We'll bring it down to you, boys.
We'll just sit round the corner. Thanks.
Make yourself at home.
We already have. That lady is incredible. Have you ever seen her like it, Boise?
No, I know it was, I'd seen it was very quirky, put it that way. Let's use that word, quirky.
Little tip for you. Do not waste money on a thermarest sit pad. Your carry bag and daily sport.
Bonjour.
Good morning, young man.
Let's have a look at you now. That's it. That's the good-looking man there.
Oh,
That's what she said.
not-
That's a good-looking man, that one.
Not even my mum says that.
There you go, sir.
thank you very much.
That's a good looking bit of snap, that is. Thank you.
Lovely
No.
that.
What do we owe you?
Pardon?
What do we owe you?
You get your receipt at the end.
Oh, when pudding comes.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
We'd like to feed people first before we take
Okay.
the money off them.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't believe what we've just foraged in this woodland here. That is banging. I'm not going to eat it all now, like. I'm going to eat my fruit and veg and my soup, but that is gaffer. Happy?
Overwhelmed.
You're not going to eat it all. You've got to walk another 10, 11 mile. That broth is very nice.
Just rubbing it. It's absolutely bang on.
Anything you want
Not
to.
when you're filming, because it ruins the punchline for the next
Okay.
people. You know?
Alright.
I've only got one set of jokes.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
but look at that.
I
That
can't
is
give them all away one
next
day.
level.
You know?
Thank you so much.
You're
I might
welcome.
have to take that in my bag there, the cake.
That's okay.
We
You
shall
can
see.
get a paper sack if you want
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Oh, can we?
Yes, no problem.
Thank you. What a lovely fella. What an incredible experience this has been. Just have a look at that. Fruit, berries, massive slab of cake. That's going to have to go in the bag. Might even be supper tonight.
Serious.
Look at that cake, though.
Yeah,
Lemon cake.
yeah.
Ah, you see?
That's a good bit of cake.
I've not got a scoopy what I'm doing with this. But I'm just going to pour it. I'm assuming that the coffee's already been pushed down. Oh, it's a lovely drop. Oh, full fat milk. Skim the cream off it. Winner. I'll tell you what cake's like later because I can't eat any of that yet. But the soup, next level. Right, let's have a look. Just as we thought. £40. And what's that say? Something fee plus £1. I'm guessing that's card machine.
Yeah, probably.
£20 a man. Worth every penny. This is best meal we've had.
By
Best
far.
soup was next level. I've got a picnic for further down the trail. coffee's alright and all. This is ridiculous. One of these would have easily done 2 of us. I've had to cut it in half just to be able to get it in a bag, I think. Going for that technique.
I'm going to eat half.
Hey?
I'm going to eat half.
You're going for it? I can't eat any of that cake, he says.
That's nice.
There we go. Back lunch. You greedy cat. He's nailed it.
No room in the pack.
Oh dear. Should have bought the 70 litre. Thank you very much. We shall see you next time. Yeah, thank you. She's brilliant. In fact, they're both brilliant. It's 20 quid a man. Food was great, but the experience alone. Honestly, you won't have eaten anywhere like this before. I reckon we're going to be able to add gout to our list of ailments after that lot. Last thing I want. How cute is that? I think they've got quite a bit of road walking to do now. Stop and let you have a goosey. You've got all the mountains there on the horizon. All big ones over there in the background. I've got some snow on the tops. There's a cuckoo floating around somewhere as well. Feet are struggling a bit. Final push now, mate.
Big push. Have we got it in us?
Not sure we have. So back in another little woodland area. They're all really different. We've got about 8-9 miles to Inverness, but there's a few more camping spots along here that you could pick up. Let's have a look at what 3 words. Cemented gain models. Yeah, this one looks like it's been used a few times. Plenty of big fallen trees though. The wind kind of rips the little root structure out of the ground. We've been quite lucky, we've not had much wind at all, have we?
No. Not much rain either.
It's been colder than I expected though. So it's around 6 or 7 degrees today. Even with the sun out, it's still chilly. I think this stuff's called Old Man's Beard. I wonder why. Cartloads of it round here. Oh, just by this Blackfold Croft off-grid campsite 50 metres down there. We're not going to go there. There's an honesty box with drinks and cakes and what have you. Compost toilet and hot water shower. Lovely views. We're going to push on another 7 point something miles anyway. And then that's us done. And that's us, look, masters of endurance and exertion. I wouldn't say masters. These look like they've fallen like dominoes. One uprooting the other. Look at the size of this one. They must have had some proper wind. Just ripping it off the ground. Look at the size of that. Feels like we've got a slight change of scenery. That stretch of path just went on and on and on. Don't feel like we're going anywhere at the minute. Gagging for a bench. I'm thinking that that is the outskirts of Inverness. There's no bench though. You best budge up. Oh God, it's only a little, isn't it? Oh God, needed that. How's your feet? Oh shit. one thing after another. I'm going to be covered in flies now as well. Never mind. So how far have we got to go? It's about 4 miles. We can see the finish line just about. It feels a bit like, I remember when I was a kid, first time watching the Grand National, and it was showing some old clips of Queen Mother's horse in the 50s, Devon Loch. You know, where it just like near finish line, it just spreads out like that and just collapses. That's, I think we're having our Devon Loch moment.
Yeah.
The path's literally, I don't know, 10 yards that way, and we almost walked past this. So you see on Tinterweb and stuff like that where, you know, people will post just a steady 35 miles today, or did 28 today. We are about 17 in now, I think. And it's too much on last day. For mere mortals anyway.
Yeah. Definitely.
15 is probably my tops to be comfortable doing it.
But I think it also depends on the trail. Like we're looking
Yeah,
at the mileage thinking that's what I can walk. When you're talking ascent, big ascent and big descent, it's totally different.
Yeah.
It makes it even harder.
Paul saying 21 miles for your last day. Probably not best idea, was it? Fingers crossed we'll get to end anyway. Got to find the end. Gonna have a minute though. Might even I'm scared of taking my shoes off just in case I can't put them back on again. We'll see. It's just nice to get weight off for a minute. Cheers. I'm walking like Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. 4.1 miles. Last push. Or last hobble, shall we say. Even if we've got to crawl over the line, we're doing it. Come on, stick with us. You're having a laugh. We had nothing for about 6 miles, and then 2 within 5 yards of each other. This one's better actually.
Like buses.
Buses. Should we catch the bus? Yeah. You can see other one. Next one's gonna have a DFS sofa. I think we can wave goodbye to the countryside bit of it now. Still 5k to the city centre. It's just like doing a park run really. Fancy a jog?
No.
That looks a decent spot to pitch a tent. Lovely and flat. That is the last time. Knew it was going to happen. Back to the canal towpath. Makes a change though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Although it does emphasise the squeak. Have I mentioned I don't like bridges?
Yeah. On every bridge we've been on.
They look pretty, don't they? It's a nice park.
Rapid that, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to put it out there. Inverness looks a lovely city. I can see the castle just peeking behind the trees. Almost at the finish line. Looks like he's going to beat me. This might be the last one. He's got Mrs. Wood waiting for him. Which are you most excited to see? Finish line or Mrs. Wood?
Aww.
Can't make you choose.
Can't make you choose.
I think he just wants to get those shoes off. Smile. How's your feet?
Alright. You want to ask how mine are?
No.
Castle's nice, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Suppose I better tap it, hadn't I? Great Glen Way. Finally. That was a killer, actually. Well done, pal.
Well done, mate.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You've got me
Well
through it. Let's have a quick look at this. This looks quite modern, doesn't it? It's like a new build but made in old school styling. Not sure what I think. So I've got a little bit of a confession to make. I've been home a little over 2 weeks now, and I've just got round to editing the last bit of the Great Glen Way today and realised I didn't film the ending that I wanted to film. I wanted to explain what I thought of the hike, show you a little bit round Inverness and things like that, but I left Mr. and Mrs. Wood just outside the castle where they were parked up, and I had another 10-15 minute walk to where I was staying, and I just got in the room, laid down in the bed and just zonked out. Got up a little while later, had the longest shower ever. I needed to soak the plasters just to get them off my feet. Must have been in there about 3/4 of an hour, and I had no energy left. I was absolutely zonked. And quick stroll up into town, I had a Big Mac meal which didn't touch the sides, and then came back and I was in bed for about 8:30 and asleep. And then the train journey home, it was just nice just to sit back and relax and enjoy the scenery and just look at some of the places that we'd passed along the way. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the Great Glen Way. The places that you pass through, some of the history that we found were absolutely lovely. It took its toll. My feet have taken at least a week to recover, and I've still got dried on blisters there now, so definitely learnt a few lessons. I didn't need to take anywhere near as much kit as I took. Like I said, I mailed back a little over 2.5 kilograms. Admittedly, 2 of those items were wet clothing that just couldn't dry, so there was no point in carrying that around. So that was going to add to some of the weight and the bulk. But there were still things in there, spare items, not just in case, just luxuries just to be clean. And I think when you're doing something like that, you just need to embrace it a little bit that you're going to smell. I can only compare it to the West Highland Way in Scotland, and the West Highland Way, in my opinion, is a more beautiful walk. It's tough, but in a different way. Like the Loch Lomond section was a killer, but you're alongside the loch side, and the scenery is beautiful all the time. There was long moments on the Great Glen Way where you're pounding the tarmac or you're pounding a towpath, what seemed like for hours, going through forest with just blankets of trees either side of you, with odd glimpses of the loch and the mountains to your right or left. It was still beautiful, and things like Neptune's staircase is a phenomenal feat of engineering. Going over the high routes and then overlooking Loch Ness was beautiful. But in all honesty, if I had to choose between doing the West Highland Way again or the Great Glen Way again, I would happily do the West Highland Way again, but I think I would have to think twice about doing the Great Glen Way again. Not saying that I didn't enjoy it and that I'm not glad that I did it, because I am. But it didn't offer as much insane beauty as the West Highland Way does. That is just simply an incredible walk, and you can see why it is so busy compared to some of the other trails out there. I've got a couple of people just to thank. I want to thank all the people that stopped and said hello, that watched the channel and gave us some encouragement and things like that, and some hints and tips. All the people that we met around the campsites and things like that. So it's such a friendly atmosphere. The people that helped us in the shops and the cafes, those kind of things. Somebody always had something positive to say about you. The people of Scotland are so friendly. And the travellers that were enjoying the same scenic routes as we were on. So yeah, thank everybody that said hello. Big thanks to Woody for planning everything and for inviting me along. I just wish that I'd said yes sooner and booked my things sooner, so we could have been a little bit more together when it comes to the bed and breakfast and things like that. Yeah, thank you to the missus for letting me disappear for a week. It's quite a big thing, isn't it? I know it is my job, but it doesn't seem like it sometimes. It is a bit of a jolly, the things that I get to do in the name of work. It doesn't feel like work to me. And finally, I'd like to thank all the guys at Ultralight Outdoor Gear who have supported me to be able to do this trip, you know, supplying some of the gear and the equipment, and yeah, and giving me some advice when it comes to hitting the trail. I think I've got the bug again. I think I said on a video a couple of days ago on the other channel, whether it's a 30-mile hike, whether it is a 100-mile hike, whether it is further than that, not that my feet are up to those kind of distances at the moment. I like not knowing exactly what I'm going to be coming up against. So I'm already planning adventures over multiple days, and you know, it'll take me down the rabbit hole of gear again, but I won't be taking as much, that is for sure. But I hope you've enjoyed this little series. I hope that I've shared one or two insights into the wonderful Great Glen Way. Thank you for following it along, and I shall see you on the next trip.